Okay, can I ask a question about my soulmate? Or love?
Mate with your soul.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
And then what you want in all regards that match that will come to you.
Mm-hmm. So I fell in love about 6 months ago after a 13-year marriage. And this falling in love thing was really good. It was really nice. I loved it. And
you know what it is?
Yeah, I was falling in love with myself, right?
Falling in
with
love
the source.
is focusing on conditions that encourage alignment.
Mm-hmm.
But most people who fall in love do it in a very conditional way. They find a condition to appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
And that condition, you're really going to like this, that condition that they're focused upon before they get to know each other induces that blending that you're talking about. But then, because it was conditional, then in time, as they get to know each other, tell me about yourself, you say foolishly. As you get to know each other, then the conditions take you out of alignment and you feel all out of control. Where if you do the blending first, if you have come into alignment with who you are first, so that you attract from that aligned place this one who's in alignment with all of that, then not so many ups and downs. That was really good. Best ever.
Okay, where is she?
Can't get there from there.
Okay.
Because in your awareness that she isn't there, you can't find her. So the
I
question,
feel like she's pretty close.
well, then why didn't you say she's over there?
Because I haven't seen her yet, but I'm kind of enjoying the process of allowing her to come to me.
Really? Well, keep enjoying it because it's going to be a while.
Okay, I don't like the a while thing. Let's make it shorter. How do we make it shorter?
By, instead of saying, where is she, by trying to feel,
Sure.
by trying to feel. So let's play this game that
Sure.
we've been talking about. So the condition that feels like you need to accomplish. I have not yet seen my soulmate. I have not yet seen her. I want to find her. I have not yet seen her. That's the condition.
Okay.
And you would like that condition to change. I would like to have already found my soulmate.
Okay.
How would I feel? What emotions would I feel if that had happened? What emotions would I feel?
Oh, I feel love.
So
I feel excited. I feel enthusiastic.
So go nice and slow there,
Okay.
and express each one of them and then feel it. Milk the feeling of it just a little bit.
Well, I just like the excitement of looking at her and...
Don't get too specific.
Okay.
Because when you try to look at somebody who isn't there, you sort of mess up the energy.
All right. Okay, we'll go general.
Really general. If this were already done, if this condition were already accomplished, I would feel...
Satisfied.
So stay there, satisfied. Now just stay there for a little bit. Feel that satisfaction. Feel that in with more emotional. Satisfied, happy.
Happy, content, fulfilled.
Ease. I'd feel
Relaxed.
well-being and balance and rightness and the perfection of it and accomplished and comfortable and steady and secure and sure
and knowing.
Knowing.
It's feeling it.
Yeah.
It's harmony.
Yeah.
Feels really good.
See, now you're there. Now you're right there. You got there without the condition putting you there. You got there. And just do that.
Just keep doing that.
Just keep doing that. Just keep doing that. Don't need your soulmate to show up in order to be there. Show yourself that you can get there like you just did again and again and again until that is the way you feel about that. And then the law must deliver to you the identical components that produce that. And can you feel how those emotions took care of everything? In other words, the security of it, the well-being of it, the rightness of it, the perfection of it, the harmony of it. In other words, you didn't have to get out your big, long list that you don't believe.
You can get specific, though, right, after doing that?
You could. You could, and it might even be a good idea once you know you're really there, but not to make it happen, but because it's fun to do it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not to make it happen. That's the distinction. When you put all those words in to try to convince yourself, they work against you. But when they are words that are inspired, now this is the thing that we really want you to understand. So you took the condition out of it by deciding to focus upon the emotion. And you effectively, it was really good, focused on the emotion. You accomplished that with ease. We can tell that you're on the brink of that because that came so easily to you. So you focus upon the emotion of it. And then law of attraction did its work because you were in the vibrational vicinity of it. Then more thoughts begin to be realized by you. And when those specifics begin coming more and more and more, that's an indication that you're right there. In other words, the manifestation has already begun. The manifestation began with your emotion. It's not stalled out. She's not missing. She's already on her way. Your emotions showed you that. And then as more and more detailed thoughts come, that inspiration comes. When the actual manifestation happens,
it'll be easy.
It will feel so logical. You won't be yodeling down the canyons. You won't be riding home. It'll be like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I know you. I know you. Yeah, I know you too. Yeah. I remember you because I've been in your vibrational essence all this time. So many try to make it happen. And even though someone might be a vibrational match to them, when you're out of sync and focused upon them, they're running away from you as fast as they can go. I say, you got to get there.
But you guys can kind of see where she is, right? Give me a little hint.
See what you get when you try to force it?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to force it. This is my first time being in front of you. I want to take advantage.
Well, it's natural to want as much as you can find, but feel how it gets a little out of kilter when you ask for more than you're ready to hear.
Okay.
That's where that effort factor comes in and sort of bites you. So what you want to do is be as specific as you can be and still feel good. As specific as you can be, still feel lighthearted. As specific as you can be and still have fun with it. You don't want it to get serious because when it gets serious, then you're out of whack. Yeah. So do we know what's in your vortex?
Yeah.
Yes.
I know you do.
Yes. Is it close by? So close, following you around, everywhere you go, opportunity there, realization not there. Because before just now, what was most active in your vibration is, I don't know where to look. If you trust that your inner being does know, and you're not saying, well, if you know, tell me, if you know, tell me, if you know, tell me. In other words, if you're saying, I know you know, and it will unfold perfectly, perfect for me, perfect for her, perfect, 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 perfect.
Perfect.
Trusting. It's just trusting. It's trusting and allowing. Trusting what? Trusting your own emotion. Trusting that Source knows. In other words, you said to us, do you know? And then you answered your own question. Yes, you know. You know. But then did you feel that little thing come in? Why don't you tell me?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me? Why don't you tell me? And this is the thing that we want you to hear. We are telling you, 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 we are telling you. And if we were mean like you, we'd say, why don't you hear? 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 But instead what we're saying is, you'll hear when it's right. You'll hear when you know. You're putting more in the vortex. You're clarifying still further. You really want the journey. You really do want the journey.
I do. I'm enjoying it.
When something manifests, when something manifests that's been in your vortex for a while, and it actualizes in your experience, you realize it fully, and you begin to notice the depth and breadth of it, and you realize how many things that your life carved out for you that you desired that are being satisfied here, so that a relationship like that continues to feed you and nurture you for decades and decades and decades and decades and decades. when you allow the fullness of who you are and all that you've asked for to be satisfied, don't you want to take the time to be in alignment with the fullness of all that you've asked for?
Sure.
Do you want your dominant intention to be speed?
No, I'm just a little impatient.
Just bring me someone. Just bring me someone.
Totally.
And a voice calls out from the darkness.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I am enjoying the process. I really am. It's kind of fun.
But here's the thing. The payoff's double. Because not only do you enjoy the process as you align and align and align and align and align, when the manifestation comes into full fruition, and you then get to align and align and align all over again. In other words, the appreciation. It's like the setup before the punchline. So you're setting it up and enjoying the setup because you know that it's coming, and then you get the experience of the manifestation of it. And so we have to tell you our favorite thing that we ever say about this. You go on vacation and you say, I'm going to go on vacation. I'm going to go to all of these places. I've got my itinerary all lined out. I'm going to go here and here and here and here and here and here and here. Then I'm going to come back home. And then being a logical human, you'd say, well, wait, I'm here and my final destination is home. So why go? I'm just going to check vacation off my list because I technically have already accomplished it. But you don't go to get it done. And you're not looking for this soulmate for the completion of that journey. The self-discovery, the remembering who you are, the putting the pieces of it into the vortex, the allowing the other to do the same, the coming into full resonance with who you are, the seeing the world through the eyes of Source, the evolution and expansion that is taking place within you. Don't you want to be all that you really are before you rendezvous? Because you're going to rendezvous.
Yeah, I do.
A woman said to us one day, Abraham, my son so wants a mate. Can you help me? Can you give me some words so they can find one? Will he find one soon? We said, hopefully not. She was shocked. What? I thought that's all he needed. He just needs a mate. We said, if he finds a mate right now, she'll be just like he is. Dysfunctional, unemployed, down on himself. She'll be just like that. And then they'll get together, they'll bang around, they won't like each other, and off they'll go. She said, oh, that's been happening. Don't you want to bring yourself to the vibration of the soulmate you seek before the universe matches you up? Because if the universe matches you up before you're there, it won't last. Or if the universe, as law of attraction does, brings you where you are and it doesn't match what you want, don't you want to be a perfect match to what you're looking for before you allow someone into your experience?
Well, this isn't just someone, this is my soulmate. So I'm going to be in alignment with her.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So your soulmate is a vibrational match to your soul.
Yeah.
You got to be too.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
What if your soulmate is on her way to matching up?
That's pretty cool too.
Want to meet her before she gets there?
Maybe
she
not.
doesn't want to meet you before you get there.
Right. So let's just let it happen, right?
Give her time.
Yeah.
You take time.
Yeah.
Enjoy the journey. Talk about it later.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. I remember walking down that street. Do you remember walking down that street? Jerry and Esther, after they got together, they were driving down Ashland Avenue in Fresno, California. And Jerry said, I lived in those apartments. And Esther said, I lived in those apartments too. Wow. Esther said, when did you live in those apartments? He told her. Where did you live? I lived in the downstairs unit right next to the laundry room. Esther said, I lived in the downstairs unit right next to the laundry room. Wow. Jerry was the tenant that moved out, and Esther was the tenant that moved in.
Wow.
4 years before they met.
Wow. That's
Zigging
amazing.
and zagging. They had 15 or 20 mutual acquaintances. Universe looking for all kinds of ways to get them together, you see. They're zigging and zagging and zigging and zagging and zigging and zagging and zigging and zagging and getting ready for each other. Yeah. There you go.
Thank you. That's good.